This is Tank's Vlog for October 7th, 2017, wrapping up the day in sports. And the National League Division Series had quite a bit of excitement today as the Washington Nationals, facing the possibility of going down 2-0 and taking a 2-0 deficit to Wrigley Field, rallied in the 8th inning with a home run by Bryce Harper that I think may never land. Then, after a couple of other batters reached base, Ryan Zimmerman with a home run that was just the exact opposite, barely making it over the fence, but they both count, and the Nationals have evened the series with a 6-3 win over the Cubs. The Dodgers, meanwhile, they held ground at home, and basically right now you have only one series that's even, and the other three series are 2-0, as the home teams have dominated so far this postseason in baseball. Counting the wild card games, only one loss so far for the home team. That's in 10 games. So it's going to be interesting to see if things could change. American League begins again today. Red Sox, they need to win or they'll be swept. Yankees need to win or they'll be swept. I give the Red Sox a fighting chance in Game 3 tonight. But Yankees are done. Stick a fork in them. That refusal to go to instant replay. Oof. Joe. And he hasn't really... There's a actual... I didn't think this is possible, but I think there's a possibility that Joe Girardi is managing his last game with the Yankees on Sunday. Hockey, meanwhile, Devils home opener today. Great excitement. Lots of jump on the Devils. They look like night and day from last year. Now, I don't know if it's going to last. It's going to be... I do expect some growing pains. But this youth movement is what New Jersey's desperately needed. That arena was jumping tonight. And Nico Hischier did nothing really. He played just good on the ice. He moved the puck well. But it was Will Butcher, the other rookie, who stole the show. 3 assists. Great game. I tell you, if this is the future of the Devils, it's going to be really fun again at the Rock. Meanwhile, Alex Ovechkin became the first player in 100 years to open the season with 2 hat tricks. And what's ironic is it happened before 3 times, all in the first 2 games of the NHL season. So, 100 years. Quite an accomplishment by Alex Ovechkin. Of course, come the playoffs, bye-bye, we'll see you. He'll shrink. He's a shrinky dink. He turns into a shrinky dink in the playoffs. College football today. Some big surprises. How does Oklahoma number 3 lose at home to Iowa State? It's a big blow for the Big 12 Conference. TCU, meanwhile, they won. They beat West Virginia, so TCU is now got a shot to go to the Final Four. Although once again, it's going to be you're going to see the Big 12 frozen out. And then you see Michigan. They lost to Michigan State on a rainy, slick field in Ann Arbor. Turnovers. Michigan, just an awful loss. Alabama, they had a tough fight today in Texas A&M, but showed once again why they're the number 1 team in the country. Clemson, another big win. Saquon Barkley, he keeps adding to that Heisman legacy there. He has a really good shot right now as Penn State beat Northwestern 31-7. Georgia continued to roll, 45-14 win over Vanderbilt. Washington crushed Cal. Wisconsin, nice win over Nebraska. Ohio State embarrassed Maryland. Washington State, showing that they're for real, went into Oregon, won 33-10. And Miami with a dramatic win over Florida State. And that's just some of the action in the top 25. Keep an eye on Notre Dame. They had a nice win today in North Carolina. And in 2 weeks, they play USC. And USC bounced back from a loss by beating Oregon State at home 38-10. Today's 3 stars are Ryan Zimmerman for that majestic home run, Alex Ovechkin for those 2 straight hat tricks, and Malik Rozier, who led Miami in that comeback win. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Monty Williams, the former coach of the New Orleans Pelicans, who's overcoming tragedy in his life when he was coaching, an assistant coach with the Oklahoma City Thunder. And we take a look back 35 years ago at the very first win for the New Jersey Devils. And who did that win come against? The New York Rangers. Before we go, in our weekly look ahead to Sunday's games, brought to you by MyBookie AG. Get in on the action, go to MyBookie AG. And the Dolphins, they're going to get smacked around again. Marcus Mariota doesn't matter if he doesn't play. Jay Cutler is so bad, the Dolphins won't score as long as he's in the game. I like the Bengals to win at home against the Bills. I think the Bills, they just have this pattern of big wins followed by letdowns, and this is the letdown. I like the Browns to beat the Jets. I like the Lions over the Panthers. I like the Colts over the Niners. I think the Giants get finally in the win column against the hapless Los Angeles Chargers. I like the Eagles big over the Cardinals. I think the Steelers do just enough to beat the Jaguars. The Rams have the Seahawks number, and the Seahawks offense is struggling. I like the Rams to win that game. I think the Ravens get the upset in Oakland without Derek Carr. The Raiders go nowhere. I like the Cowboys over the Packers. I like the Chiefs to lose their first game on Sunday night. The Texans, they're going into Houston. Deshaun Watson's going to sign on Sunday Night Football. And on Monday night, I'm going to take the Vikings. I don't know what's going on with their quarterback situation. They're once again beat up. But I don't think Mitch Trubisky is going to be able to carve through that Viking defense. So there's your NFL picks. If you want to look more below, click below. You'll see my full details. And as always, check Barstool Sports for the full story, and come to Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.